let me ask you guys a question. Are you excited for Wicked Part 2?
Yes.
Wickeder, the Wickeding.
Didn't see part 1.
I did, right? Because I'm a big time girl boss enthusiast here, and I watched it. I can honestly
The reviews
say
were more interesting.
I went down to London, right, and I saw the West End show, and I will say it's pretty fucking good. But anyway, I saw the movie, and it's like, that is actually a pretty good approximation of the show. I think they got all the good stuff in it, and I'll even say Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande are both pretty good in what they have to do in that movie. They deliver on what is required of them. They're complete and utter Fruit Loops outside of the movie, but in terms of the film itself, I think
they have great chemistry. They have great chemistry in the film. They really do. I will say though, in terms of being excited for the next one, I mean, the noise surrounding it is getting incredibly aggravating with these two weirdos. So I guess I'll see it to see what happens, but we'll see. Go ahead, Price of Reason.
Oh, how'd you know? I didn't say anything. I was going to say it, but I didn't say anything. It's like you felt it in the force. I've already seen Wicked 2, unfortunately.
Oh,
have you?
Yes.
Is it bad?
There was an early screening, and in order to do my review, I actually went to it. It had a lot of ladies there, and they seemed really happy. I was the only one suffering, and I don't know. I didn't like the first one, and I didn't like the second one. And I agree with what you said, Drinker. I think that Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, they're fine. They know how to sing. That their acting is fine. Even the production value is fine. But I have an issue that if you think about it, it's another one of those things that deconstructs some kind of classic movie. Because this whole movie, especially the second one, it's taking place simultaneously where the first movie is taking. And we're seeing it from the angle now of like the Wicked Witch, who is actually really nice and misunderstood, and all the other people are really terrible. And in this one, the wizard is even worse than he was in the previous one. I know it could be controversial, but I almost think that it's implied that he served somebody grape juice, if you understand what I'm saying.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of implied. Maybe they kind of toned it down and they made it ambiguous. But I thought to myself, are they trying to say that he served somebody grape juice? Because I thought to myself, I like The Wizard of Oz. I grew up watching it. It's a good movie. It's stuff that I did with my family. Why am I now looking at something that they're basically piggybacking off the success of the original movie, using similar visual cues and explaining to me that everything that I thought that the wizard is a terrible man, he hates animals and all this other stuff, I don't like it. It annoys me. I don't know if I'm a bad person for not liking it, but it annoys me.
I mean, I can say that the stage play kind of set the template for this idea of like deconstructing and then reconstructing classic stories centered around the antagonist, particularly if that antagonist happened to be female. Basically said, yeah, they're probably not such a bad person after all, and it was generally a man that set them down on the bad course that they end up going on. And it's we've seen it a million times. Like we had one about Cruella de Vil. We've had one about God, what else? The evil stepmom from fucking, what was it? Maleficent. So we've had all of these attempts to deconstruct and then reconstruct and villains as more sympathetic characters. But Wicked, I think, was the first one to do it with the stage production. And so, as I understand it, the movies are just replicating what's in that. But like it ultimately is going to come down to, are you comfortable with that idea of seeing this story from a different perspective? Or is it just a cheap rehashing of a much more popular story to benefit, modern sensibilities, which is generally that a woman can never do anything bad. And if she does, it's because a man made her do it.
I'll tell you what I think the difference is. Once it was on a play on Broadway, I don't really have an issue with it because that's more of a niche thing. There's a certain crowd that goes to that. It doesn't feel official. But once they make a movie and they use visual cues that were unique to the original Wizard of Oz movie, trying to sort of pretend that this is canon when it's not canon. And there's a lot of people out there that are normies and they don't know anything. They'll take their kids, they'll say, oh, this is probably an official part of this series. It's like a franchise, but it's not a franchise. It's like a fan fiction propaganda piece, and I just don't like it. I know I'm a weirdo. It sounds very strange, but it really bothered me watching the first one and the second one.
I think the majority of the people watching this right now agree with everything you're saying. I would absolutely think that. Yeah, I mean, like to me, the worst part of the first movie was Jeff Goldblum playing Jeff Goldblum. Like it just like it kind of took me out of it a little bit. He just, you know what I mean?
Sure, I mean, like
he's literally just Jeff Goldblum.
He does that a lot these days.
Yeah,
though,
I know he
everyone
does.
loves Jeff Goldblum, but like even in the original Wizard of Oz movie, obviously the revelation about the wizard is that he's not really a wizard, he's not magical, he's just a guy, and he's faking all of it, and it's all just smoke and mirrors, as he says. So Jeff Goldblum, I think, plays that fine, particularly in the first movie. Obviously, I don't know what you see of him in the second film. From what you're saying, he seems to be unmasked as a much more sinister character than he really was in the first film, where he just is almost a bit more of an affable buffoon slash benevolent dictator rather than anything super like sinister or anything. But it seems like from what you're describing, he gets a lot darker in this one.
That's what I felt. I won't spoil it for people that want to see it. And I'm sure that they did it in an ambiguous way that some people will say, oh, you're overthinking it. But I don't really know how I can overthink it. There's a situation where there's a flashback and he has a beverage and that woman does something with him. And I couldn't help but thinking that that's what they were going with. It could be that I've seen too many of these weird modern deconstructions. But when I saw it, I just said to myself, man, I can't believe that even they did this to the wizard.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, I'm sure that's going to be heavily discussed as a lot of us see it. I know Mahler is really looking forward to this movie. He can't stop texting me about it. So
he's a big musical fan of Mahler.
Could not give less of a fuck about Wicked.
Now I've just got the idea that if Mauler turns his camera on, there's just Wicked merch everywhere.
The one that always stuck out for me was Michelle Yeoh in the first movie, because I don't know what the fuck's happened to her, but somehow she's gotten less command of the English language as she's gotten older. Like her accent becomes even stronger. Like she's really having to work hard on a lot of those consonants as she's talking, and it's like the whole movie just seems like hard work for her. And I thought, what the fuck happened to you? You weren't like this 10 years ago. I don't get it. Unless she was hamming it up for that movie, but I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Calories.
Going back to, like I said, I haven't even paid attention to a lot of the stuff that's been going on in the marketing leading up to this, but I've just seen it because it's everywhere. And these people are crazy. That's involved. This marketing, the Cynthia Erivo, and Ariana Grande. It is creepy. And I haven't even watched.
Yeah, do you want to see some of their behavior? I think the best description of this video that I got is like, she hears a helicopter and she's having Vietnam flashbacks because it's wild, man. Let's see.
I have not seen this stuff.
Not the time, helicopter!
She's proper traumatized by it. It's like, what, does she have to be protected from a chopper? Does she think it's going to come in and do a strafing run on her, or what?
God, what the hell, man? Good
These
Lord.
two are like, I hate to say this because in the movie itself, they're quite good, or at least in the first one, but when it comes to marketing and promotion, they are the biggest fucking liabilities for this movie that you could ask for. They are a pair of absolute Fruit Loops. If they were in any normal community, like if they weren't in Hollywood and they weren't rich and famous, they would 100% be taken into sheltered housing.
I would give anything to watch these two just hop on a live stream on YouTube and do that, and just so I could watch the comment section. It would be the best entertainment you could watch. It would be amazing. Comment section would just, it'd be glorious. Be so wonderful.
Or you've had the Kardashians, and now it's just a day in the life of these, and you just follow them around trying to cope with normal everyday life. You remove all of their kind of extra people, because The thing is, if they weren't in Hollywood, they wouldn't act like this because they would have had to have actually faced problems. It's the fact that they've been coddled all the time, and there's always someone there to solve every problem for them that allows them to be this like weak and pathetic in the first place.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. If I was like that frail and weighed about 12 pounds, I would be terrified of everything around me. Because anything could break me like a burnt twig. Like, it'd be terrifying. There's honestly the before and after pictures of like the cast of Wicked are absolutely terrifying, and I'm sure it's not the movie that's doing this. It's the drug-assisted weight loss trend that's doing Hollywood's rounds right now. But look at this!
Yikes!
Every single look at the left column. They all look healthy, fit, pretty happy. And then look at the right. It's like a charity appeal for Somalia or something. It's terrifying.
Crap.
I think none of them were overweight in the left column. So if you're taking omeprazole when you look like that, of course it wouldn't take long before you end up in some
omeprazole. You mean
Ozempic? No, it's
there's a million
that's
ones
anti-acid, isn't it?
Yeah, I was gonna say. What the fuck?
Oh man.
But
that's
like who looked at Ariana Grande and said, "Oh man, you could do with cutting a few pounds. You're getting a bit stout, old girl."
Yeah.
Fuck, she was already a fucking stick.
Yikes.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's scary. That's just more in line with what we're seeing, and like you said, just Hollywood in general. But
well, like if I can
think
see
it's
your
funny.
skeleton, it's a problem. Like I just you need to put some layers on.
Yeah, I mean, look at Cynthia Erivo. I can see, look just below her collarbone. You can see all her ribs as you go down.
That's what I mean.
That ain't right, man.
no.
Well, I mean that near the shoulder, like the collarbone for Michelle Yeoh there. That's kind of you can put soup in there.
What?
Very specific.
It's like a bowl.
Is that your benchmark for a person? It's like, can I put soup in there?
You don't really
That's why
like.
they've lost so much
just
weight.
like storing
The
soup,
food is
okay?
just there, they can't reach.
I'm not saying I would. Just if you've got that kind of a deep hole in your body, you should probably see a doctor. Maybe I don't know.
Every man's dreamt about putting soup into Michelle Yeoh.
Oh man.
But no, people have pointed out though as well, like, isn't it interesting how the whole body positivity thing died out the moment you could get weight loss off the shelf or by prescription? It's like, suddenly it's like, I don't have to go to the gym and actually, practice a bit of self-discipline and deprive myself of all those stuff that I want to eat. I just take this pill and everything's fixed. Great. No need for body positivity now. Like all those
more of it.
Amy Schumer even is like fucking like a rake now.
She deleted all the pictures of her being overweight. It's actually gone back through history and removed it.
Jeez.
But no, I've always been like this.
Is that like when someone transitions and they don't want to be dead named? It's like, they just delete all. I don't want to be fat shamed. Delete all evidence of what they once were.
Her weight was the least of her issues. It was a lack of humor.
That was possibly part of the problem. And she stole most of her jokes from other better comedians. Like,
remember when they wanted her to be Barbie?
Oh.
Really? Was that a thing?
Before Margot
Yeah,
Robbie,
they did.
Amy Schumer was supposed to be Barbie, and then they decided to scrap that, and then they changed some things around and brought Margot Robbie instead. I think it's like the best upgrade in casting ever.
Yeah.
It really is. Because I didn't love the movie anyway, but like, yeah, if it had been Amy Schumer, holy shit, man.
I wait on you though.
What? Cynthia reacted to the helicopter like that because she was terrified she'd be her life was literally
There's just someone holding her down.
Ariana's like trying to hold on to her. It's okay,
man.
Cynthia.
Dude,
This is why they're always holding onto each other's fingers so they don't float away.
if we have any wrestling fans in the chat from the WCW days, there was a moment
shit.
where Sting arrived through the helicopter at Club La Vila in Panama City, and Eric Bischoff was pretending like the helicopter wind was blowing him and he was acting like he was falling. That's what she looked like. It was it was such a classic moment. My wrestling fans will remember that. It's one of the great moments. That's what she looked like. So damn good.